Hello students, welcome to the physics class of class 6. Our chapter is motion and measurement of distance. First topic, approximation. In our daily life, we often need to make estimations or approximation. For example, while adding sugar to milk, you estimate how much sugar you should add. You do not weight the sugar accurately. Approximation is a quick judgment about a measurement, but approximation is not as reliable as measurement. Second topic, concept of rest and motion. An object is said to be at rest if its position remains constant with respect to the stationary objects in its surrounding. That is, if an object is stationary with respect to its surrounding stationary object, it is said to be at rest. An object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to the stationary objects in its surrounding. That means if an object changes position with respect to stationary objects in its surrounding, then we call it in motion. Rest and motion are relative terms. Let us understand this with an example. An electric pole appears to be at rest when we observe it by standing on the road, but the same pole appears to be moving when we observe it from a running train. We all have experienced this kind of situation. When we are moving in a vehicle, then it seems that the trees and the electric poles on the road appears to be moving backward, but the person sitting beside us looks to be stationary. So this is a relative term between the rest and motion. Next, types of motion. First is translatory motion. When all parts of an object moves the same distance in a given time, then the motion of the object is said to be translatory motion. For example, a child going down a slide, a vehicle moving on a road. So these are example of translatory motion. Translatory motion is of two types, rectilinear and curvilinear. Rectilinear motion. When an object moves along a straight line, its motion is called rectilinear motion. For example, a car moves in a straight line. Movement of the drawer of the table. So all these motion are in straight line for rectilinear motion. Next is curvilinear motion. When an object moves along a curved line, its motion is called curvilinear motion. Example, a car moving along a curved path, a javelin thrown by an athlete. Here in the picture we see a car moving in a curved path is an example of curvilinear motion. An athlete throwing a javelin. The path of the javelin is like this. So this is a curved line. So the motion is curvilinear motion. Next is circular motion. When an object moves along a circular path, it is said to be in circular motion. For example, Earth moves around the Sun in a circular path. Motion of the minute hand of a watch. So these are examples of circular motions. Next topic, rotatory motion. An object is said to be in rotatory motion if it moves about a fixed axis without changing its position. Examples are the motion of the blades of a fan, the spinning wheel, that means charkha, a spinning top. Here in the picture we see a spinning top. Its axis is fixed and the top is moving around this axis. Next is oscillatory motion. When an object moves to and fro about its mean position, its motion is called oscillatory motion. Example: the motion of a swing, the pendulum of a clock. Here in the picture we see a pendulum fixed on the roof. Here this is stationary position or the mean position, and it oscillates about this mean position. Next is vibratory motion. The motion in which a part or parts of an object always remains fixed and do not move while the rest of the object moves to and fro in a definite pattern is called vibratory motion. Example: expansion and contraction of chest during breathing. Another example is a stretch string exhibits vibratory motion when plucked. Here on a wood block we have fixed two nails, and between these two nails we have fixed one stretch string. When it is plucked from the middle, it starts vibrating about the mean position. This is the mean position, and these 2 points remain stationary. So this is an example of vibratory motion. Next is periodic motion. A motion that repeats itself after a regular intervals of time is called periodic motion. Example: the swinging pendulum of a clock, the motion of moon revolving around the earth. So these are example of periodic motion. Next, non-periodic motion. The motion that does not repeat itself at a regular intervals of time is called non-periodic motion. Example: the swinging of our arms or legs are repetitive but non-periodic. Different motion at the same time. Sometimes an object possesses two or more types of motion at the same time, called multiple motion. Example: a boy riding a bicycle is an example of multiple motion. The wheels of the bicycle rotates, that means rotatory motion, and at the same time moves forward in a straight or curved path. So when the bicycle moving in a straight path, the motion is rectilinear, and when the bicycle moved in a curved path, the motion is curvilinear. So here the bicycle moves and two types of motion are there: rotatory and either rectilinear or curvilinear. Thank you for today.